So, for all those who want to know why the Hopewenises are after me, to force sexual climax in the presence of an enemy, one enemy at a time, and they all don't have enemies with each other when they leave from myself, because I am myself, not in your creator. That means I don't move any of you penises that are so bold to come up and talk to me about my genitals. And you think that I don't have any leverage when you do that because I'm not yourself and everybody who's not yourself to yourself. And you don't really care what happens to me because you're just going to go blend in with all the strangers in public and never have to answer to me about you because you don't have a self that way. You actually just lose yourself in all the genitals and you have genitalia, but that is public. That means you have genitalia, and then after that you have public of other people with genitalia, and they're not your genitalia, and you're not in your own house structure. You don't actually have a house for a penis. You have a dong genital in that scenario. Well, so, why is this going on in public and not in a walled-in prison with deceased address? And why would that be happening to myself? Well, how do you know who I am when you charge me the money? So you don't know who I am when you charge me the money, and then you know who I am when you want to ask me for, I want cooperation with sexual abuse with yourself in the property and dispute of your choice. You're going to follow me in someplace, and then this is all occurring in public where I can't fight with you. And if it were in a prison, I wouldn't be there. So whose idea was it to entrap me with that? This is what we call the bottom of hell. The bottom of hell would be if I was in a prison. What kind of a made-up hell is this? That I'm in public and I have to worry about sexual abuse by stranger penises, calling police if they don't get what they want. I'm not going to jail for you. That's all I've ever said yes to about myself. And I don't know the creator of my own mind who thinks about you. I don't want to think about you if you're not there. I might be making this video right now, but that's ordered from above. I don't want to think about you when you're not there, because you're not thinking about being here either. You're not there. I want all the Roman candling, deceased, adoration of someone who would never pay my landlords. Adoration of somebody who went off into public and threatened me with moving the creator of the public. You have a penis like you have a gun in your hand, and you're pointing it right at me. All you have to do is open your mouth and talk over your penis, and it's like you have a gun pointed right at my head. Is it loaded or not? What are you going to do with yourself? I want to die out of all this anger. I want to die in God out of all this anger. I don't want to think about you ever. Some penis said to me, I want sex, it's just what I need. And then he stood there with his car keys in his hand. Why wasn't he in a prison? What God put him in front of me with a set of car keys I didn't give him myself? I don't need this kind of stress. I want to die in God. I want to see that you are the problem to yourself. And I never want to be sorry for that you didn't get everything you wanted out of the crime you've done on myself. I'm not a tooth fairy. You attacked somebody and you weren't in a prison with an address deceased. You disputed the address, and I think you at some point would know you did that on purpose. You followed through. You followed up on somebody else. Like you're checking on God. Is he doing a crime on somebody else with you? As if God's a conspirator with the size of himself. He's so big. You're an illiterate teardrop in the ocean.